Hey everyone, welcome back to HighGate Unofficial. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're taking a closer look at a topic that's been quietly impacting our community for years in an episode we're calling The Kent Files: Water, Decks, and Dollars.
Let's start at the beginning. A source shared with us that problems at the Kent units date back as far as December 2006, with reported planter box leaks and water infiltration into the garages.
One longtime resident recalls a homeowner, Joe, describing how faulty drainage was leading to drywall damage and persistent water seeping into the garages, a problem that, even then, didn't have an easy fix.
Another resident we spoke to recalled that by 2008, engineers estimated about $400,000 would be needed to replace the Kent Plaza decks. But instead of committing to a full repair, the board, including George, a long-serving member who's been on the board nearly as long as the HOA has existed, opted for a series of patch jobs.
Records we've reviewed show that since nearly the HOA's inception, George has consistently voted to approve spending on repairs aimed at the Kents, yet the issues have persisted without a long-term solution.
Between 2006 and 2020, thousands of dollars were spent each year addressing problems at the Kents. Things like planter box repairs, garage door replacements, deck sealing and brick repointing.
And yet, from the few records we've seen and through conversations with fellow owners, it's clear, over the course of 2 decades, substantial money was spent, but no permanent solution was ever reached.
Now, here we are again. The board is proposing a new solution, a special assessment, likely around $10,000 per homeowner.
And during the last meeting, sources told us that George remarked, it might take an assessment of $10,000 per household, but that's less than 1% of the value of the homes.
While we recognize George's years of service, comments like this don't reflect the financial pressures many homeowners face today. Thoughtful, sustainable leadership is more important than ever.
Serving on the board is a big commitment, and we appreciate those who step up. But sometimes fresh perspectives are what a community needs to move forward.
That's why it's important to consider, is it time for new leadership that prioritizes long-term community health over temporary fixes?
Sources who attended the last HOA meeting also noted a serious warning. The HOA president and treasurer shared that pulling from reserves for Kent repairs would leave HighGate financially blinking red, underfunding future emergencies and already planned capital improvements.
They also discussed an insurance claim, but admitted that damages from original design flaws aren't covered under our policy.
And here's what really stands out. If this assessment moves forward, the estimate could range from $8,500 to $10,000 per homeowner. Some even worry that with cost overruns, it could climb higher.
It's not just about the assessment, it's the bigger picture. Draining reserves, increasing dues, and risking a 5 to 10% drop in property values if HighGate develops a reputation for deferred maintenance and high assessments.
At this point, it feels like we have 2 paths forward. 1, continue subsidizing the Kent repairs with ever-increasing dues and assessments for 75% of owners who don't live there. Or 2, form a sub-HOA for the Kents, a common structure in many communities where specific clusters manage their own budgets and repairs.
Wait, so Kent owners are essentially getting a 75% subsidy for these repairs right now. That's surprising. It sure seems like owning a Kent unit comes with financial perks, funded by the broader community.
And that's exactly why many believe it's time for a change.
So what can you do? Email the board and let them know you do not support a special assessment. You can contact them through Austin Figueroa at austin.figueroa@fsresidential.com. Attend the next HOA meeting, and when it's time to vote, make your voice heard.
Owners, don't let more good money get thrown after bad. Demand accountability. Demand thoughtful leadership. Demand real solutions. And if you're a renter, share this with your landlord or property manager, because let's be honest, if assessments go up, that cost will likely find its way to your rent.
We really want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell us what you think. Are there better solutions? Are there lessons from other communities we should consider? And if you want to stay in the loop, subscribe. That way you'll be notified as soon as the next episode drops. Next time, We'll dive deep into HOA records and follow the money trail straight to the Kents.
Because if you want the truth, you follow the money, and we're already on the trail.
Thanks for tuning in to HighGate Unofficial. See you next time. And don't forget, show up, speak up, and vote.